a bottom because the wind swirls, so it's hard to get a correct wind all the time. So hopefully in this blind it'll kind of keep the wind down a little bit. But we're sitting on a winter wheat, winter rye, brassica mix food plot here down in the bottom that it did pretty good. So there's a lot of does that hit this every night. So we'll see. Hopefully one of the big boys is on one of the does. So. Alright, we just got settled in here, down here in southeastern Ohio, down in the big timber country. Just got settled in my blind, overlooking a winter wheat and a winter rye food plot here. I've hunted this blind a couple times now, and I'm looking for two bucks. One is a really crazy non-typical. His whole one side's really crazy. I know he's at least a 5-year-old. I found his shed last year, and I've known him for a couple of years. There's another one called Tank 8. He's just a big-bodied, just a 9-point, nothing crazy. But either one, if they come in, I'd shoot him. I would prefer the non-typical, but yeah, he's kind of my main target this year. We'll see if that other one comes in, I'd shoot him too. But so I'm just in the blind. You can take a look here and see what I'm seeing. Just overlooking winter wheat and winter rye food plot here down on the bottom. Hunting these big river bottoms, it's tough sometimes because the wind just swirls. The wind, it'll blow one direction, completely change within a couple minutes. So when these deer come down in, you got to be in something like this that's encased to try to keep your scent down. So I've hunted this spot for a couple years now. I have some other videos. I think I shot a pretty nice buck out of this area a couple years ago that I have video on the channel. But ever since then, I've gotten winded a lot in this area. So we put in this blind to try to make it as scent proof as possible, sealed up with silicone, whatever I had to do to try to keep my scent down. Here we are, we're 2 days before the gun season here in Ohio, and I'm just trying to get it done with the bow. You know, it seems like some of the bucks may still be with does, so you know, that may help to my advantage. I get pictures of a decent amount of does here hitting this food plot every evening, so hopefully one of these big bucks will decide to come. I haven't got a picture of one of the big ones in a couple of days, so if one of them does come, it's going to be a bit of a surprise, but we'll see what happens. Let's go. Alright guys, well, just give you a little backstory of what happened tonight. Had the non-typical buck come in last light, right underneath my blind, to come out in the food plot, and about a 15-yard shot. It was kind of a steep angle, but I heard it hit him, and the deer jumped straight up like a shot out of a rocket. I thought there was maybe a kick, like a mule kick, which could mean hard shot, but he ran. I saw him run about 60, 70 yards, and he just kind of stood there, and I thought I saw him kind of swaying a little bit, but then he ended up going kind of uphill, which down here, you shoot a deer, they all go uphill, even if you put a good shot on them. They still can make it up. It seems like they can make it up onto the tiers some way or another. But so I gave him about 2 hours, went back, and actually at least walked to where I saw him, where I thought he might be swaying. And he finally opened up. There was good blood there, and I can see the blood. I can see the path right where he headed up. So there's a chance that he could be up on that first tier laying there dead. But we're just trying to cross our T's and dot our I's with this deer. I don't want to push him. Couldn't really tell where the shot actually hit. I aimed hard, and it complete pass through. Blood on the arrow. You know, nothing really said gut, but because I didn't really actually see where I shot him, that's how we're going to treat it. We're going to treat it like a gut shot deer. So we backed out. We didn't track him really at all. You know, if he's dead now, he'll be dead tomorrow. So hopefully we'll wake up in the morning and we'll get to tracking, and hopefully we'll find him. But we'll see what happens. He's a nice deer, cool looking buck. Oh my God, dude, no way. No way. Dude, he was dead instantly. No way. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, right now. Big kicker. Look at the brow, though. Look at that. Yeah. That's what. He was always the brow time buck, but this year with all this crazy stuff,
COVID got a hold of him.
COVID got a hold of him. So I helped him out and took care of him.
Put a meat missile through his heart.
Yep. Beautiful. Never have enough video. I love looking back on, it's like deer like this. I always try to cherish. Right here, this is where he was dead.
This is the big brow. We've been hunting this deer for about 3 years now. Knew he wasn't old enough. This year, he grew 2 main beams for some reason. And Danny and Al and I, we found this morning after Danny shot him last night out of his blind. Came in with several does. Yep. And we partied up. Yep.
Yeah, you would have came up right on
As
him.
soon as I watched the way.
Now, if you could stand back at the pen.
Yeah.